So, what actually happens when you form your LLC in the wrong state? Does it mess with your taxes? Will you have to pay double fees? Are you even legal to operate? If you're thinking, I'll just register in Delaware or Wyoming because I heard it's better, please watch this video first. Because I made that exact decision, and let's just say, it didn't turn out how I expected. If you care about building a legit online business, keeping your taxes low, and staying on the good side of the IRS, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and share it with another business owner who needs to hear this. Let's dive in. All right, let me take you back to when I first launched my business. Like a lot of people, I went down the YouTube rabbit hole, information overload, watched all the LLC setup videos, and what I kept hearing was, Delaware is the best, or Wyoming is the king of privacy. No state taxes, cheap renewal fees, privacy. It sounded like a dream. So I picked Wyoming, formed the LLC, got the EIN, set up my business bank account. Everything seemed perfect until it wasn't. Here's where things got tricky. I live and work in California, but my LLC was based in Wyoming. What I didn't know at the time was that if you're operating your business physically in another state, like say you're taking client calls, running ads, sending invoices from your California laptop, then your LLC might actually be considered a foreign entity in your real state. So what happened next? A few months in, I started getting notices from California's Franchise Tax Board. Apparently, because I was operating the business from California, I was supposed to register my Wyoming LLC as a foreign entity in California. Translation: double paperwork, double state fees, double compliance. I had to pay the annual $800 California franchise tax, plus the Wyoming maintenance fees. Let me tell you, that wasn't in the YouTube videos. Worse, California was charging late penalties because I hadn't registered my out-of-state LLC properly. That's when it hit me. Forming your LLC in the wrong state isn't illegal, but it can be incredibly expensive and complicated if you don't actually operate from that state. Now, let me break it down in plain English. Every US state wants a piece of your business income if you're making money within their borders. This concept is called nexus. If you live, work, or regularly do business in a state, you've likely created a nexus there, which means that the state can legally require you to register your LLC as a foreign entity and pay state taxes or fees. That includes hiring employees in your state, running ads from that state, shipping products from within the state, doing work, even online, while physically present in the state. So when you register in Wyoming or Delaware to avoid fees, but operate from, say, Texas or Florida, guess what? Your business has nexus in Texas or Florida. Here are common mistakes or wrong advice. Look, it's not your fault. This kind of detail rarely shows up in those How to Start an LLC for Free videos. But here's the truth. Unless you have a legal reason, like raising venture capital or operating across multiple states, you should almost always register your LLC in the state where you live or do business. Let me repeat that. You should register your LLC in the state where you live or where your business activities are physically happening. Otherwise, you may be on the hook for foreign registration, double fees, or even compliance violations. Let's look at some real-world examples so that you can understand it better. Example 1. You live in New York, but your LLC is in Wyoming. If you're running the business from New York, you may still need to register in New York as a foreign LLC, file annual reports, and pay NY taxes. Example 2. You're a digital nomad with no US presence. In this case, registering in Wyoming or Delaware can make sense, but you'll still need a US address and a registered agent. BZ can help you with it. And if you eventually operate from a state, you may trigger nexus there too. Example 3. You sell on Amazon FBA. Where are your inventory warehouses located? That could create nexus in those states, even if you don't live there. See how complicated this gets? So here's what I wish I had known before I registered my LLC in the wrong state. Your business location matters more than the LLC's paperwork address. Choosing a cheap state can cost you more in the long run. States don't play around with foreign registration rules. Once you're flagged, penalties can stack up quickly. Fixing this later can be a legal and financial mess. If I had simply filed in California from the start, I would have saved hundreds in late fees and hours of paperwork. So what should you do instead? If you live in the US and operate your business from one specific state, just form your LLC in that state. If you're a non-resident and you don't live in the US, then a state like Wyoming or Delaware might be a smart pick, but only if you don't have any physical presence in another state. Talk to a tax advisor or attorney if you're unsure. Trust me, a 30-minute call is way cheaper than fixing a foreign registration mistake. If you're thinking about forming your US LLC and you want to get it done the right way, let Busy help you. I've partnered with Busy to bring you a powerful deal that saves you more than $250 when starting your company. They'll set up your LLC in just 24 to 48 hours. You get a registered agent service free for the first year. No gimmicks. Incorporation starts at $0 plus state fees. Every package includes next-day processing and a free 30-minute tax consultation. They'll even help track your order and handle your filings with the state. Click the link in the description to get started with BZ today and avoid the same mistake I made. So here's my final word. Don't just follow the hype. Understand your business, your location, and your legal obligations before picking a state to register your LLC. That one decision can literally make or break your business compliance in the US. If you found this helpful, please give the video a like, share it with someone about to form an LLC, and don't forget to subscribe for more clear, honest content about starting and growing your business the right way. And hey, check the description below for the BZ link if you want to form your LLC fast and correctly. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.